Don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just falling to zero. It's all every day. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We gon' make a dollar, won't celebrate. We're the zero holders, are after we say. Zero holders are after we say. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The none for the money is the land and the tree. We're all on the zero, it's our right to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
All right. Good morning, boys. Happy freaking Sunday. What is today? What is today? Oh, dude, football today. That's right. I knew something was happening today that I was looking forward to. Fucking football day. Thank you for that reminder, Choina. Good to see you, man. CJ, good morning. Hoods, good morning. Yuck. Fucking yesterday. Hell of a day. I wanted to talk. I wanted to talk about the ice shit. I think I'm going to skip it. I think we'll just stick to crypto and, dude, actually a lot of AI today, but holy shit. Anyways, good to see you boys. We're live less places than usual this morning. Still no luck with Abstract. Don't know why. And I killed some of the other streams already just because I was trying to get Abstract working. So right now I think we're live just on X and on YouTube. Rocky, good morning, man. Good to see you, dude. Fuck it. Let's get into it. A bit. By the way, smash the like on the stream. We're live over on Inside NFTs. Yo, I think the cold is done too. Almost done. The crazy cold's done. Fucking what a weekend too. Boy, it's just kind of crazy everywhere. Yeah, I think we'll do our best, even though I'm gonna be a little fuddy today too. So we'll be I think we'll just kind of keep the politics out of it today. And honestly, that might flip in an instant. We'll see. That shit's insane. How about that? It's just fucking insane. All right. Dude, like we thought yesterday, I think pretty fucking obvious. The Penguin coin, it hit 100. I think it did it right. It did it shortly after the stream, though, right? I thought it hit live while we were, on air. It was not long after, a couple hours after. I mean, I think it's this move right here. Yeah. Yeah, we're talking just a couple hours after the stream. And it wasn't just 100, right? We said Penguin looked like it was going to be 150 mil. 150. And I thought today would be the day it hits 150. Well, it didn't. It was yesterday. Yesterday hit 150. Quite a bit higher than that too. Penguin touched almost 170 mil. And from there's pulled back to where you see now. In fact, dipped as low as like 80, 90 mil. And you see right now, right back to 100 plus, 120 mil. This thing is going to, yeah, it's ridiculous. This thing's going to, I mean, man, it's going to 200. This is probably the meme it's probably the meme of the year. It feels like that already. It does. Still depends on what the market's going to give us. I'm not sure the market's going to give us much more for much longer, by the way. I don't feel confident at all. In fact, kind of the flip side of it, I think things are going to get kind of ugly here this week. I need to pull up the Kobisi tariff playbook because that's still playing out, right? It's usually the next week where you see the real kind of more volatility, and that would be this week, and it's feeling like we're right on track for that. Probably some not good news coming. And I think this market's going to be pretty assy this week. We'll see. So yeah, does this get to 200? That I'm not sure, but it has that kind of potential for sure. For sure it does. I mean, you can even think of like, I was saying yesterday, when things are as hot as they are, I don't assume the next day is going to be hotter, and I'm kind of there. I kind of think this is this year's Trump coin. I think it's that. I think it's the meme of this year. Meaning there is potentially still some massive upside on this thing. I don't think I'm playing right now. I think with what's possibly coming up here this week, and especially over the next this week. It's not even further than that. This week, I think I'm out of gambling mode now. I think I'm out of gambling mode. I think I'm back to like preserving the bags. I might even be in the spot where the NFTs I gambled on, like Project Eon, maybe Wrecked Guy, maybe Nakamigo, maybe I sell those. I really want to get stabled up again. That's where I'm leaning right now. That could change by the end of today. That could change that fast, but that's where my head's at right now. This morning here, and for a lot of good reasons. Part of that is me just like absorbing all the FUD on the timeline. There's a lot of it, and it's FUD that makes sense. Where is Mountain, by the way? I ended up selling. I took a bit of an L just because I didn't want to follow it. Mountain's just like a beta play to Penguin. Where is that? Let's peek. Because we bought live yesterday. Actually, yeah, Choina, you were gone by that point, but a few of us got into Mountain. Oh, it's actually up now. Okay. How about that? Okay, I'd actually be up if I didn't sell right now. So there we go. CJ, that government shutdown that I thought we had avoided, it's probably going to happen. It's sounding, again, this is me just like absorbing so much FUD out there. It's sounding like government shutdown probably is going to happen, and that's this week. That's by Saturday. And so that's why we remember last shutdown, what the market felt like. It was like we were completely neutered because nobody had any direction. And wish I held on to my mountain bag. And same with Dale. What am I doing here? I'm just locking in L's. Seeing this is it. I don't think I want to play this market because I don't trust it right now. Yeah, Dale's looking awesome too right now, actually. Dale's looking great right now. I would not mind getting back in either of these if I had any kind of confidence here. But I don't. Right this moment, I don't. As awesome as things felt for a minute, and look, I don't think it feels bad right now. I don't, but I'm trying to be like one step ahead, right? Just one step ahead. But Bitcoin is looking kind of bearish. In fact, let's show where we're at this morning. Bitcoin is trying to hang on to 88. We're at a really, yeah. Yeah, I got shaken out of Mountain. I got shaken out. Where did I get shaken out? Yeah, I mean, it was down in here somewhere. I just didn't want to pay attention. Got too much going on. Hey, there you go, Hoods. There you go, dude. Fucking nice W. Yeah, maybe should have held it. Again, I'm just kind of thinking out loud. Not opposed to getting back in. I don't know that I'm right about where we're going this week. Just feels, right? Just feels right now. I like Dale, by the way. I think this is, by the way, Dale is Dale's the woolly mammoth mouse. It's, if we're in an animal meta, then here we go. Hang on, CJ. Markets only started reacting a bit to the shutdown after it lasted a month. Shutdowns happen regularly, basically never impact markets. All right, that helps. That helps, CJ. That helps, right? The biggest problem with the shutdown is it means Clarity Act. And I don't think it's passing. I'm not sure it passes at all this year. Like, that would be good news. If it passes, I think that's, well, obviously great fucking news. Great news. But I don't trust it. Again, Bitcoin doesn't look fucking great right now. I don't think Bitcoin looks great right now. 88.6, ETH 2,900, BNB 878, Ripple 189, Solana 126. Again, could be wrong. Hope I'm wrong. Actually, hope I'm wrong. All I want is actually to be wrong. I prefer that. I love that. I just want easy mode. If I'm wrong, it means easy mode's here. I believe that too, right? If I'm wrong, then I think things look pretty fucking spicy and easy mode's here. And that's when I'm going to dive back in and play. Right now, I'm just teetering on sell stuff, which most of what I got would not be at a loss. So break even, in fact, probably, even some of these up a little. I don't mind locking that in and just waiting for easy mode. And this week has been a little bit of that. It has been. I mean, again, when you get something like Penguin and then, the ripple effects of that, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Hoods, which are you talking about? Are you talking Mountain? If you're talking Mountain, I think we just saw Mountains at like 4 mil. 3.2 mil, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, up nicely. Up nicely, dude. I'm noticing people are like it's the evening, like late night trading that's going well too. I keep thinking of tweaking the schedule. I've thought of this for years, like tweak the schedule instead of crashing so early like I do and getting up so early. If I could shift it all by like a good chunk of hours would be kind of awesome. But I'm going to stick with I think still and as of the past, month or so, maybe a little more, Dr. Profit's thesis. He's been so right on. He has been. He's been so right on. He's got all his zones where he's shorting. Yeah. I don't know why I'm kind of with him. Oh, Dale. Dale is where was Dale? Yeah, Dale's at almost 4 mil right now. So Dale's suddenly looking kind of strong. I might regret selling that one. What again? I try to not have regrets, but we'll see. We'll see with Dale. But again, it's a lot of this on the timeline now. Maybe it hasn't stopped. I just haven't seen it, which has been nice for a change. But not feeling great. Again, the government shutdown. CJ, I trust you on this, that it has maybe not much of an impact. But it's got me spooked a little bit. You know what? It's probably because I was so as close to convinced as you could be that we were going to avoid it. We just heard lots of good news that it was mostly being avoided. We had the funding passed in the House. It needs to go to the Senate still, but I thought that was a great sign that it had passed one chamber. And apparently that's not enough. And of course, there's conspiracy theorists are going to say this is going to be used as a distraction from what's going on in Minneapolis. Could be. Again, I'm kind of avoiding that stuff, but also it's like such crazy bullshit. It's such crazy bullshit out there. So is it getting politicized in a way where shutdown is here just to distract from that? Like, could fucking be. But anyway, the odds of a government shutdown. I mean, dude, how do you swing that drastically? What was the one thing that happened that caused that swing? I don't know. We'll go to Poly Market. What is it? What happened? What happened yesterday that caused this swing? What in the world could that is it the Minneapolis thing? We had a 91% chance that we remain open yesterday. 91% chance that there's no government shutdown, and that swings all the way to just a 20% chance. Well, 26 now. 26% chance we remain open. But does it have to be something more tangible than just a thing happen somewhere that's super controversial? Can that swing it that much? Because that's crazy. Politicians do not get paid during the shutdown. Is my understanding? Yeah, it's a good question, actually. Because they're fucking. It's a criminal system. By the way, have you guys seen that new Claude thing? That like locally running instance of Claude, which is fucking amazing. Yeah, they do get paid. How about that? How about that? Isn't that nice? How about that? Dems don't want funding for. Oh, that's right. That there was a very specific thing in the funding package that has to do with funding for like ICE and DHS. That was it. You know what, dude? I don't like those guys. I wish I had a good explanation from why, but it's because I think there's a lot of like I think there's a lot of scamming in that that gang. And I hope maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think so. DK, what's up, man? Good morning. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? Hey, it's like during COVID and we had businesses shut down and people got paid. I'll tell you, dude, during COVID shutdown, for you guys who work in IT or worked in it back then. Oh, DK, you got to tell us about that, man. I would love to set that up. For you guys who worked in IT during COVID, I bet you in your entire professional life, you never worked harder than that those few months, especially like right when the shutdown happened and everything transitioned to work from home. I was an IT guy back then. Never in my life, actually, other than a few weeks ago, like 2 weekends ago. Well, yeah. Hang on. I'm trying to think exactly. There was a week stretch just a few weeks back. Oh, you know what? It was around. Fuck, it's been a busy like 6 weeks from that marathon show I did up until like 2 weeks ago. Was about the busiest stretch I've ever had, and I think it beats the COVID time. I mean, I was pulling some serious fucking days. It was fun. It's a lot. But yeah, point there is, dude, during COVID, during shutdown, if you worked in IT, dude, there's nothing like that. In fact, I was in my feels back then, big time. I was not happy back then. Um, it was like jealousy, right? All my coworkers, not in IT, but all my coworkers at the company, all of them working from home and getting paid to not work. You know what I mean? When you see thousands of your coworkers not working and getting paid, and you're working harder than you've ever worked in your life, and it's so thankless. And I don't need thanks for the jobs I do. I don't need it. But something about that moment, as hard as I worked, and I know my guys and girls like that worked with me, for me, whatever, were grinding like we were, and you saw everybody else who wasn't doing anything for, I mean, it was like a month of nothing. I'll tell you what, man, that's like left an impression on me even now. That I was in my feels a lot there, and I was pretty fucking pissed about it. I don't know. It's maybe the wrong feeling to have, but I was pissed that people were getting paid to do nothing, and I couldn't even breathe. No time to eat, no time to do anything, just fucking grinding. And all that said, COVID was the best time of my life. Fucking loved it. COVID was so weird. Only places that didn't shut down was a grocery store, hospital, liquor stores, and a pot shop. Dude, it was weird. Benny Jim, man. COVID was amazing. COVID was my favorite time in life, dude. It was so fun. It was so fun. All right. So still, hang on, dude. Something's up with StreamYard, I guess, because like still abstract's not working. Oh, hang on. I know why Pump Fun's not working. Let's get Pump Fun up there. I'm just gonna add all the others now because yeah, I think it's just abstract's broken. We'll go retake. Let's go kick. There we go. Dude, so annoying. Dude, Cosmos, I'm with you. I would love another COVID. Do you guys see? There's an article that came out like 2 years ago saying COVID actually originated in the U.S. at a lab in North Carolina. That's been buried. Have you guys seen that? And I can't wait. We'll get it again one day, Cosmos. I hope. I hope, dude. I think we will. All right, now we're live on. Okay, we're live on Pump Fun. The abstract thing just doesn't work. I think abstract's broken, man. Lame. During COVID, only essential workers had to work, so happens they're also minimum. Yeah, ain't that funny, man? Isn't that a thing? But dude, yeah, I mean, weird thing for a month to have people just not work and get paid, and good for them, but yeah, kind of pissed me off. Kind of pissed me off. So we'll see, but yes, these guys are gonna get paid. Um, Again, it looking really likely that a shutdown's coming. The cutoff for that is the 31st, I believe. So this week, I don't think the market's going to like it again. I trust CJ saying it doesn't have that big of an effect, and it's only like deeper in. I think he said deeper into the shutdown, it starts having a bit of an effect. Like if it drags on, right? That makes sense. Not going to affect tariff rulings. Supreme Court's already on their 4-week break, so we're not getting a tariff ruling for a month out at this point. Yeah, here it is. This is pretty much it, right? This is pretty much it. Schumer says Dems want advance funding bill with DHS. And so that makes sense why yesterday all of a sudden this spiked. Makes complete sense. Man, what a fucked up thing. Just all of it. Just all of it, man. So here's what we got now. Here's what we got stacked against us, and we got a lot. Did the market learn from last shutdown? It didn't matter. I'm trying to remember some things that happened during the shutdown, some like milestones of like, if it mattered, you know what I mean? Like things that happened during it. Maybe there wasn't a lot. It was just that uncertainty. It just kept dragging on and on and on. And by the way, when we reopened, we didn't really get any kind of big pump from it too. So yeah, maybe it doesn't matter a lot. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, I remember though, during the shutdown, for me at least, right? Hoods, is that true? Is that real, Hoods? If so, dude, sucks. By the way, when I say COVID was like my favorite time of life, make no mistake, COVID was real and people died and it was awful. So just selfishly, me getting to stay home, best time of my life, getting to stay home and actually like, work 2 jobs and get deep into crypto and like level up my understanding of this and find a job here. For me personally, best time of my life because I'm not a going out kind of person. So for me, it felt, it was the best. That's true too. That's true too. I'm so crypto focused, ignoring the rest of the market. The rest of the market's at an all-time high. It's true. Absolutely true. But here we have government shutdown coming. Very likely going to happen at this point. Tariffs again, threat of tariffs. 100% tariffs threatened against China, Canada, if they have this, trade deal with China, which is crazy because Trump told him crazy shit. Trump said, go make a deal with China. Good luck with that. So they make a trade deal with China, and now Trump says, fuck you, 100% tariffs. We got the Greenland stuff, which, hope we're over the worst of that. Not sure we're over the worst of it. Not sure. I have a feeling we've got some more bumps in the road there. There's some more fuckery going on with Iran. There's probably going to be a strike on Iran, right? There's footage starting to come out of what they're doing to their citizens, right? Where Trump didn't attack because supposedly they halted some executions, and we haven't seen footage of executions that I've seen, but there's like beatings and that, like there's some horrible shit going on, of course. So the Iran thing is bubbling up. Totally forgot about the investigation into Powell. Totally forgot. It's kind of a nothing burger, but also kind of not a nothing burger. So we'll see. There's just a lot hanging over us, man. And again, at this point, okay, so last shutdown, I remember the one thing that it impacted the most was it was really clarity on the Clarity Act, right? The shutdown last time around, there was hope the Clarity Act was going to pass in December. That was not the deadline, but it was expected. It had support. It was expected it was going to pass. The shutdown delayed it. Ended up getting punted from December to January. Now it's not going to pass again. Again, a shutdown will confirm that it's not going to pass. And then we're told by March. But depends how long the shutdown lasts. So again, all these things up in the air. And look, I don't think these things cause like a market crash. That's not what I think is going to happen. I don't think we're talking about 60K Bitcoin. I don't even think for sure. I don't think we're going to live in the 70s. I don't think we are. We could. I don't think we are. But what it does is it crushes the momentum. It crushes really like the heights we could see. And it's exactly what happened last year, even though we had Bitcoin all-time highs, many of them. until we got to the top in October. We really limited how high things could get, mostly because of tariffs, right? But this year is starting to play out the exact same way. Every time we get some momentum, we're only 3 weeks in. Every time we get momentum, there's words that just curb stomp us, you know? Feels like that's going to keep going on. CJ probably has some good insights into this, by the way. Fed preparing to sell US dollars and buy Japanese yen, which I'm reading is potentially very, very bullish for crypto. I don't know why. Hang on. Well, let's ask. I fucking love Grok. Let's see. But I bet you CJ's got some thoughts about this. Seen this in quite a few places. Short term, yes. Long term, bullish for crypto. Expect short term volatility or a dip. FOMC this week. Why? I don't care. Hang on. I want some music. Let's get some music going. Oh, dude, question. When I stream, guys, does the mic cut in and out? I heard somebody message me, Luke. Luke gave me a ping on Friday, and it said, especially the Friday show, my mic kept cutting in and out. And when I guess I need to listen to these things back. But whenever I spot check them, I never hear it cut in and out. But also, like, I bet those times when like my browser lags, I could picture it cutting in and out. But nobody else has told me that, so I'm not sure. It's still no abstract. God damn. Audio's good. Okay, so maybe it's a Luke thing. Like, do you never like trying to do you like basically never hear it cut in and out? Because Luke made it sound like it happens kind of regularly, but especially Friday said it was bad. So I wonder if that's just for him. I've never had people tell me it cuts out, but I was worried about that. I'm like, fuck, gotta go troubleshoot. What do we want? Hang on. Let's do. Yeah, there's our show. All right, let me share this. Okay, so you do the recordings and it's fine. Yeah, I bet you it's okay. Maybe Luke's got a little browser thing. Oh, fuck. You're right. Thank you, man. Thank you, Joyna. I've been better about that the past week. I've been adding it. Forgot this morning. Thank you, man. All right, here we go. All right, now we'll get some jams. All right, we'll keep it low. Let's see. Nope. Yep. There we go. There we go. Fucking perfect. Fucking perfect. All right, I'm pinging Henry. I want to see if Henry will come join us today. We haven't had Henry on the show in a minute, man. What's up, Picasso? Good morning, dude. We haven't had Henry. I don't think he'll make it. He works out usually in the morning, but we got to try. We got to try. Anyway, all right, let's see how it goes. Let's see. Again, I'm just trying. I just don't want to be in the market if, yeah, no. I'm feeling a little less gambly right now. That's all. That sums it up. A little less gambly. In fact, you know, at this point, boys, I think Penguin becomes a leading indicator. I think. I don't think so, Hoods. I gotta check. In what? The Inside NFTs one or the new one you spun up? I'm in the new little server you spun up. Oh, it's badass, dude. I like Aiden Ross. I don't watch him. Like I watch Asmongold. I don't watch Aiden Ross or anything. Yeah. All right. Penguin may be kind of a leading indicator, at least that we watch how it reacts, right? Fartcoin still leading indicator, Pump still leading indicator, right? Just kind of gauging the health of memes. And of course, Bitcoin, first of all. Of course, first of all. But we watch this. Look, if Penguin can pull back to 80s again, I may dive in. Let's peek at White Whale as well. Because I still look, man. I think White Whale is still a legit play. At 30 mil. Again, you control supply. You control supply, the price can do really silly things. I like White Whale. Man, guys, I like White Whale a lot here. I really do. I really like it a lot. I don't think it's crazy to be buying White Whale here at all. Now, if I'm wrong, we won't have a shitty week ahead of us, and we get instead the flip side. If we get a hot week, White Whale can get silly quick, right? It can. It definitely can. I like White Whale. All right. Dude, we're going to do Claudebot. And in fact, we're going to watch some videos about it. Drop in the chat, guys. Have you heard of Claudebot? Do a 1 if you've heard of it. Do a 0 if you've not heard of Claudebot. I think it's something we got to pay attention to. It's not a money-making thing, although it could be. But it is a really cool, step for AI. Not new, by the way. People have been doing this. People have been running AI locally for a while now. But Claudebot's making it very accessible to kind of everybody. No, okay, interesting. Let me see a few more. I'm really curious. Claudebot is fucking awesome. Also dangerous, but really fucking awesome. And man, if this doesn't get you excited for if this doesn't get you excited for where AI, like how quickly things are progressing and how crazy it could get by the end of the year, it's going to be fucking awesome. Claudebot is fucking awesome. And DK said before he's already got one set up, which is crazy. Crazy. Whirly girl, good to see you. I miss you. I legit miss you. It's good to see you. It was nice to see a tweet from you like last week before. Our one female listener. Fucking cool. We're back, baby. AI's getting really cool. Really fucking cool. All right, so before I get to it, I'll just say, look, I set up Claude Code. Finally, got it set up this week. Yesterday, played with it a bit, tried to build my first app. Whenever I'm building an app, look, I'm building something I would use. And I have 2 ideas for something I would use. One, something that helps me with curating my news, right? For my newsletter and even for the show, right? And I've dialed in a personal algorithm for how to detect spicy stories. And I think maybe other people have got their own versions of it, but like I think I have one that actually makes sense and works, meaning I can track like accounts that we're all following that we go to for alpha, but I don't want to just see all their posts, right? I don't want to just follow Tyler and Mando and right, you've got your top 10, 20, 30 accounts you follow. I don't want to just see every tweet of theirs and that's it and that's my curation. You need to go a couple steps further and you need to see the tweets that stand out. So I've got my algorithm dialed in like this, and I think it's fucking cool. And I'm doing this elsewhere in another product. You might be able to guess what it is, maybe, but I'm seeing if I can have Claude do this. These are the accounts you follow. I want you to look at their last 24 hours of posts, and I want you to pick out the posts that have engagement that's up a certain percent from their normal engagement. I don't want to just have like a like or view or retweet or whatever threshold. I don't want that because when things are hot, well, everything, is hot. Everything's got more engagement. So I don't want to have it dialed in like that. Instead, I tell it, average out their tweets for the day and find the one that stands above that. And then I also tell it, because I want to have it help compose like narratives and, kind of posts and whatever. Like when you identify those tweets, you got to do 2 things. Search X and find other tweets about that topic that are also trending above their average, but also go in the replies and find the most liked reply that either counters the point or adds to it. So that's how I'm trying to train my things that I'm using to like dial it in and find good tweets or the better tweets, and then also like give me good commentary on it. And it's working so far. So it's pretty cool. I'm like building my own algorithm to like curate like really, really good news and hopefully post really well. So it's a lot of fun getting to play with this stuff, like actually play with it and do something useful with it. So I have Claude trying to do this, and so far, fail. So far, it's not done what I want. It's built a thing. It's built a thing that's supposed to try to scrape my bookmarks in X and then apply that, what I was saying to it. So far, it's failing. It's not done it. So far, I'm not having luck with Claude building me a thing. The other thing I'm trying to build, just something for fun, just to test, but it's something that'll let me log into all my video streaming accounts and build an app that lets me see all of them in one place, which you can do on your PlayStation or Xbox or whatever, right? But trying to build like a standalone app. And then if I could share that app somehow with my kids, because right now I just got to share my passwords and reset. It's a fucking mess. What's up, E-Rock? Good morning, man. So that's the kind of shit I'm building. But anyway, it's getting so cool that you can just think of a thing and hopefully, fucking ideally, have an app that's spun up to do the thing you want. It's pretty cool. All right. So Claudebot. I'm just gonna play the Alex Finn video on it because he's right. It's really really impressive. We're not gonna watch 30 minutes of it, but I want to watch enough that people get an idea of what it is. Let's see. Hopefully volume's okay here. All right.
I've seen the future, and it is right here on this Mac Mini. Over the last 48 hours, I've been playing with an AI tool that has completely changed my life. It's called Claudebot, and it is a 24/7 AI agent employee that works for you all day and night. It can control a computer, it has infinite memory, and it can do anything a human being can do. It's literally like having your own employee. I think I'm prepared to say, and this is not hyperbolic, this is the best technology I've ever used in my life, and by far, the best application of AI I've ever seen.
Okay, I'll stop it even right there. I'll try to not pause it too much. But like something super fucking cool is happening in AI right now. Because hear how he just described what he's playing with? This is not like just like a normal shill, by the way. The way he's talking about AI, Jordy was talking about this, dude. I've got to find that. I need to find that. The way he was talking about AI, as in the coolest product he's ever touched, I've said very similar about EthosSwarm in the past couple of weeks. It's because something changed behind the scenes. Something changed behind the scenes. AI got much smarter. You know what it is? It's actually not smarter, but AI somehow got better. Same smarts, but more skills, so you can do more with it. That's kind of what happened. So I said a couple of weeks back, EthosSwarm that I'm testing now, and by the way, you should get on the wait list. You'll all get to play with it. You'll all get to use it. But I said the same thing. For months, I've been saying AI leveled up and everybody's about to see it. Right? You guys remember a few months back, I said, you people, I think if you're not like using it all day and staying super plugged in, I don't think most people knew it took a big fucking leap. It really did. And so we've been working on this. And I said a couple weeks back, for me, most delightful AI product I've ever used. Still stand by that today. I bet you Claudebot might give a run for its money, or Clawbot, whatever. I bet you, because I wonder if there's a similar thing happening. And all I know is AI got really, really, really good all of a sudden. Not as smart. Didn't get dumber, by the way. It didn't get smarter, though. It got more useful. What you can plug it into, what you can do with it, and how much it does on its own is what changed. And it's so wild. It's so wild, guys. EthosSwarm.ai. Just get on that wait list. This is part of it's from CryptoSlam. It's using our Swarm token that's out there already. I can't wait for people to play. This is what I've been doing for weeks now. This is what my whole day today is going to be. Yesterday, doing a video about it. Today, hands-on building something. I love it. The same way he talks about Clawbot is how I talk about this. Has changed how I use AI. It changed how I think about AI. Well, shit, CJ. Bitcoin jumped 10% during the first week of the shut. That might invalidate everything I think for this week. Dude, I love being wrong. I love it. I need it. You only get better when you're wrong about shit. I love being wrong. So I think I might be wrong here. Okay. 1 second. I'm trying again. I'm just trying again with abstract. I actually think I need to reach out to Abstract. The fact that for a week now it's not working and everything's set properly. Like, that's super frustrating. Hang on. One more thing I'll try. Okay, hang on. Boom. Let's go. Let's go boom. And let's go. God, I wish I were out at Node. That looks so fucking fun out there. Okay. Remove. Save. Dude, if this works. And also CJ, that also marked the peak though. Oh, wait, we were shut down. We were shut down. We were shut down when that happened, dude. Dude, I hate getting older. It sucks. Like you like, dude. You remember when you were young and you heard older people talking about how, they don't remember shit. And it doesn't register. It doesn't mean anything to you because you're not facing it. But then when dude, it happens. It sucks. It sucks, dude. Yeah, thanks, Joe Biden. Fuck. I saw a really good tweet, by the way, little political. Saw a great tweet yesterday saying, make no mistake, all this shitty stuff going on in Minneapolis, like, some of that blame needs to go to Biden too. It's true. Absolutely true. Okay. Back to Alex Finn and Claudebot. I want one of these, dude. I'm looking to see if I have a Raspberry Pi or something somewhere to set one of these up. It's fucking real impressive.
This is what they wanted Claude Cowork to be. In this video, I'll show you how it works, how to set it up for yourself, and show you 6 things I've been doing over the last 48 hours of Claudebot that have changed my life. I'll also, towards the end of the video, go over why I'm actually kind of scared of what's going to happen when the entire world starts using this tech. If you stick with me until the end of this video, you'll have a full-time 24/7 AI employee working for you. Let's get into it. So what you see on my screen.
Lock that in your heads, by the way, because that's where things are going now. AI that actually is helpful for you, AI that actually works for you, that's what's coming.
Right here is Claudebot. This is a local gateway running on my Mac Mini that I have right here on my desk that has this AI agent working for me 24/7. Best part about this is it's an open source project, so it's not owned by any big company that can spy on you or do anything. It was all created by Peter Steinberger, who's a successful entrepreneur who's now dedicated to this project. He is a great man for putting this out and giving this to the world, because this has absolutely changed my life and changed the life of a lot of people I've talked to. So shout out Peter Steinberg. Make sure to follow him on X. So this is running on my Mac Mini and can control the entire computer. It can pop open browsers. It can do work in Google Docs. It can look at your Apple Notes. It can write Notion documents. Anything you can do on your computer. It can look at your email. It can send emails. It can respond to emails. Literally anything you can do on your computer, this Claudebot can do. The 3 parts about this I think are absolutely mind-blowing is, 1, what I just talked about, the fact that it can control everything on your computer. There are absolutely no guardrails on this whatsoever. It's completely unhinged.
Super dangerous. Super fucking dangerous too. That it has full access to your computer. You should probably run this on like a standalone device, right? You should probably run this on like a burner email, probably. Or if you're running it on your main machine, just know that you're exposing everything of yours to potentially everything, everybody, potentially, right? Interesting, dude. So I'm on the 20 a month package and I was feeling like I got to bump it up. But what sucks is, dude, I'm already spending what? 20 or 30 or 40 on. Okay, I'm spending 40 on Grok. I'm spending, I think, what, 20 or 30 on ChatGPT. I mean, we're talking like $300 a month just in it. I'm spending what, 20 or 30 on Kling. It's getting ridiculous, dude. I think for me, it's gonna be time to make a pivot to one of these. For Claudebot, set up with its own email to do stuff for. Yeah. Yep. I think that's the way.
But number two, it has infinite memory. So it has a really complex memory system where everything I say, everything I do is constantly saved to memory. After every chat session with it, they take what we talk about and all the important tidbits about me and save it to our memories. So for instance, in one of our
important update, also part of what has me very excited about things from a few months back, why things have changed, is memory has changed, right? That's a big change that's happened. It's not only that, you're chatting with ChatGPT or whatever you're using, and in that communication, in that session, it's got that persistent memory, right? The memory thing's changed because people have gotten clever with it, and you're starting to get memory that's carrying across to seemingly forever. People got really clever things happening now. Part of what's making AI different and better and fucking that next step up.
Our first conversations, I mentioned I have a newsletter. 2 days later, it proactively wrote me a few drafts for my newsletter because I mentioned I send out newsletters on a specific day. It proactively did that work for me. That is hours saved a week, just like that, because of Claudebot. The third part that blows my mind and that makes this amazing is the fact that this is completely interfaced through messaging services. I named my Claudebot Henry and I gave it a little owl logo. It just makes it a lot more fun to interact with when it has a name. So when I say Henry for the rest of this video, I'm talking about my Claudebot. I completely engage with Henry through Telegram, but you can also do iMessage. You can also do WhatsApp. There's like 20 different messaging apps you can use. If you want to do Discord, you can do Discord. And what makes this so great is now from anywhere in the world, I can just open up my messaging app and say, Henry, please do this on my computer. Please write this document. Please respond to this email. Please go on Amazon and buy this for me. Literally anything I can do on a computer, I can text Henry from anywhere in the world, and Henry will go and do that for me. Just as a quick example, I said, Henry, I want to track all your tasks that you work on in a Kanban board, like a project management board. And I texted him that while I was at Chick-fil-A, and he texted me back a few options. I go, okay, this looks great. Build the Kanban board. I come back to my computer. Henry vibe coded an entire Kanban board with Claude Code for me.
Mac Mini prices. Are these prices now like inflated because everybody's buying them, or is this like normal price? I'm trying to see if, and also what's like the minimum model, like the lowest model you can get to actually run this. Like if you can run it on a like $130 device, I might do that. I might grab one. I think you can also do this on a Raspberry Pi, by the way, so that might be a good option too. This is the great question. Whirly Girl, who gets access to it? Hopefully it's secured, but I don't trust it is. Yeah, I think you can run it on another machine you have. I'm with you. I don't think it has to be a Mac Mini. Again, I know for sure it can be a Raspberry Pi. But I'm trying to think if you just even have like an old laptop or something, if you could run it there. But yeah, the data question is the part I'm curious about too, right? I know a project they've got an AI, an agentic kind of platform that keeps your data secured, and it only shares it with like a local running AI. But like, I don't trust that. I don't trust that somebody can't find a way to like get in and get access to it. And beyond that, again, using you got to use those burner accounts. I don't trust any kind of agent or AI tool that has access to my email. Even something like when because Google now offers AI that taps into your email and stuff. I don't even trust that. Right? I have trouble giving it anything access. I have trouble giving anything access to my main accounts. It's going to end poorly. I saw a post yesterday. It might have been fake too. I just assume everything's fake, but just for this exercise, we'll pretend it's real. Somebody's like using Claude to code for them, and it deleted their entire database, right? It thought it was doing the right thing, and it deleted somebody's entire database. Again, it might have been fake, but maybe not. So yeah, all this stuff right now, I think I'm okay not pioneering this shit, I think I'm okay like letting others test this out. I'll stick to I'll stick to Claude Code, just running it manually right now. Using Raspberry Pis for Bitcoin nodes since 2019. Okay. All right, good shout. Good shout.
I'm not even using Claude Code anymore. Henry does all the Claude coding for me. Henry can control Claude Code, Codex, any vibe coding platform you can think of. Henry just pops open, builds it. Now I have an agent doing my coding for me. I don't even do the coding myself. And just if you're curious what that project management platform looks like that Henry built, here it is. I think this looks amazing. It looks like linear. All the tasks Henry complete goes over here in activity, and I can just create a backlog for Henry, and I just assign it to him, and he just starts working on it, and I can track his tasks across the board. He just built this by himself. I mean, I can't stress this enough. This is literally like a human employee. A couple more examples I'll show you just to get you excited before I show you how to set it up. This morning, he just started proactively sending me a morning brief. So check this out. Based on our conversations over the last couple of days, he's like, okay, I'm going to send you a morning brief just with things that you might care about. So he found other AI channels on YouTube and showed me what videos they've been posting lately, showed me the weather where I'm at in Mountain View, showed me trending news on AI because all we do is talk about AI, and then even gave me a breakdown of all the overnight work Henry did for me. So it wrote me a YouTube script for this video. I'm using the script Henry wrote for me in this video, gave me another script for Ralph Wiggum, and wrote another newsletter draft for me on the changing AI landscape.
So there's part of this that I don't trust, right? Because you hear this a lot. AI did this for me. AI wrote him a script. AI wrote him a newsletter. People do this a lot where they say it did the thing. And then I go and I'll play with AI and it'll also write me a script or write me a whatever, but it's shit, right? It's like, it sounds very AI. It's not like useful. And then I go look at it as I'm like, dude, like it's useful if I spend like 2 hours tweaking the thing, then it could be useful. But people don't talk about that part. They'll just say that it did the thing and they make you think it did it and you don't have to touch it at all. And I don't know if it's there yet. I'm not sure if it's there yet. I don't totally buy it. That said, the stuff I'm playing with has kind of been there. It's part of that big change that's happened. It's definitely gotten better. And part of that is because it's gotten just, maybe it's better at checking itself too. That's definitely part of it. AI is getting better at checking itself. I don't know. Shit's getting cool.
And then he gave me, because he knows I'm a content creator, a few ideas of things I can do for today based on what's happening in the world of AI. Have a great Saturday. I love the little human touches. This is all proactively done. This is direct value in my life, just like that. And I didn't need to think of this. I didn't need to set all this up. Henry just learns about me and starts doing work for me. This, I really believe, is going to change so many lives. I now truly see the path to building a one-person billion-dollar business. I think it's possible. I think I can do it. And I think it's possible because of Claudebot. You need to be setting this up. You need to be working with it. So how do you set it up? Let's get into that right now. So the first...
All right, maybe I'll skip the setup part, or maybe that's the cool part. I don't know. What's the Claude? Is this like a Sovereign? Is that a meme coin? Claudebot token? Yeah, see, China, it's so like, think of this, man. If you want to use it to its full potential, you give it your email credentials, you give it your Telegram credentials, you give it your everything, right? It sounds, man, only do it with burner accounts, man. Don't give it your main shit. That sounds crazy, man. I would love to get a Mac Mini or whatever just to play. Fuck, do I have one somewhere? What's up, cutie? Good morning, man. I do want to set one up. I would love to. But here, this is how we have to start thinking of this is the change. That's it. If you just want to boil it down to what that change is, actual AI employees is what's happening. It is. I always go back to like this one example I have, which is I have a friend has like a watch repair business and makes custom straps, and that's his business. That's his living. which is fucking cool. But he always told me, he's like, dude, I need an assistant. He's like, I just need somebody that can keep up on emails and tell me who I have to reply to. And I'm like, dude, AI could do that for you. And this is like 6 months ago. And after I told him AI could do it, I started looking around for an AI that can do it. And like, I don't know that there was really an AI that could do it. Maybe there was. Maybe I had to search a little more. Different now. Like as of right this moment, right fucking now, definitely it could do it. And exactly this could do that for him. He could skip hiring an employee. And I bet you right now, as is with no upgrades or anything, I bet you this could do it for him. That's what's up, Marty. I'm going to join you. It's funny. I don't know where people really stand on that shit. I don't. It's pretty fucked up stuff. Those whistles are fucking insane. I'll say that. Like the whistle shit. I had that playing because I was watching. I had something on that was talking about the footage, talking about what happened. And my wife comes in. She goes, like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you watching? Anyway, real AI employees. In fact, that might be the meta of the year. I think that might be the meta of this year. It's AI employees. And what a crazy thing. Dude, I'm sorry. This is maddening. So I went and looked on Abstract at the list of streams. I thought my stream would actually be like up, but just like a blank screen or whatever. Just not. It's not. It's not even showing. It doesn't work. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to go in Abstract Discord and get some some help. God damn it. All right. How to set it up. Install CloudBot on the Mac Mini thing. Connect WhatsApp or Telegram. By the way, this is awesome. You interface with it through Telegram. You can like messaging service, which is awesome. I got a lot of thoughts about that. I'll be talking about over time as far as different ways to actually use AI. That matters a lot more than people are going to realize. Like a lot more. I have a lot of thoughts on that. Like that shit matters. Give it a dedicated machine, Mac Mini. Yep, Raspberry Pi. Oh, hang on. What's a VPS? Is that like I'm just trying to think. Is that a virtual machine? If you could run this on a virtual machine, that'd be fucking cool. I would spend $5 a month on that. Oh, virtual private server. Dude, I would do that. I would definitely run it there. I'll pay $5 a month to spin this up on some like segmented virtual environment. That'd be awesome. Okay, that's the way to do it for me at least. So I'd create it, I'd run it there, I'd make the burner accounts and let it rip. That would be awesome. I think that's the way I'd go. Connects to Claude, OpenAI, local models, message it like a coworker, and it does the work. It's special stuff, dude. This is fucking great. It is. I think this is the year where we're all gonna have like AI helpers. I'm not, we're not using it like a search engine anymore, and something that goes beyond a search engine. I think now we're all using them more than just a search, a lot more. But this is different. This is the next level. This is different. Install CloudBot. Give it things to do. So the Gmail integration. Give it access to a password service. Scary as fuck. So make a new password vault. All new accounts. Calendar access, great. Yep. Browser control. That part's cool. What I like about how these things are working, man, It's like, hey, I want you to do this. And when it comes back and says, but I need this and I need this and I need this, you don't have to do that for it. It will go figure out how to do that on its own, which is wild. It figured out how to get API keys from Google Cloud Console. That's where the magic starts happening. That's way more important. Out of all the things we've read so far, that's one of the more important parts here. Is like normally you use a thing and you're like, okay, hey, I need this. I need these credentials. I need this thing from this thing. So get that and enter it here. You don't do that anymore. You don't do it. It knows where to go get it. It gets it itself. It plugs it in. This is much closer to like the self-improving kind of AI stuff. It's basically what it is. Scheduled tasks, good shit. One guy's Claudebot started a fight with Lemonade Insurance over a claim. Wrote emails, argued back, got them to reinvestigate a claim they already rejected. That's cool. Another guy asked it to make a Sora video a bit edgy, came back 5 minutes later, figured out watermark removal, API keys, and a full workflow. Cool, I guess. Someone connected their air purifier to it. Claudebot now controls the room's air quality based on the biomarker optimization goals. Cool. Someone cloned his Claudebot, now runs 3 instances. Why? But okay. And a guy on his phone in Telegram while walking his dog. Claudebot's on his computer creating detailed spec files via code. I don't know what that means. I don't know. But self-improving, cool. I'm telling you, man, AI got better. Yeah, dude. This is... If you're giving it access to a computer of yours that has even your wallets on it, like GG's, there's some stupid shit here on top of it being like just fucking awesome too. But yeah, this isn't going on my main machine. This is not getting access to any of my accounts. Whole new environment, all new accounts. That simple. Now, I wouldn't mind delegating my email to it, right? That I think is fine. I think that would work, right? Like, I think you can take your email and delegate it to another account. I don't mind doing that. I don't mind it just to experiment sending emails from my main email, but I don't want to give it my credentials, like right? Like, that's not happening. Okay, cost. Claude Max. Yeah, so $200 a month, right? $200 a month for Claude Max. Like, dude, I could be real tempted to cancel all my subs and just go here. Probably. If I knew there was some like layer of trust, but like, I don't mind that. Burly girl, if that happens, that's okay with me too. I don't mind that at all. But yeah, $200 a month though, dude. It's getting too expensive, man. It's just getting too fucking expensive, all this stuff. Okay, the security model. Dedicated VM, dedicated. Okay, well then they're right here. Okay. One password service account, not your master vault. Yep. Okay, that's fair too. Sudo on its box, can't touch your real system. Okay, yeah, all that makes sense. It's pretty impressive still. The security stuff aside, like what it's doing and how useful it can be, then magic. Here's the moment we got to wait for. This is where we know if this is just like, cool concept. So back to when Alex Finn was saying it wrote his script, it did this, and it wrote his newsletter. Did it do it well enough where it actually does it? Is it actually going to save him time? Is he going to have to go back and edit that thing for hours? Or did it actually do it where he can use it? Is this the year where AI does actually start behaving like a real employee? Because if that happens, whole new world's coming. And where I think that new world's 4 years off, maybe that starts a lot sooner. Maybe it does. Maybe that starts a lot sooner. If all of a sudden people start having like one of these set up in their business, whatever, and it's like an employee, Things get real interesting because as soon as you get one that works, you're like, well, shit. Well, I've been wanting to scale this way and I can't do it. Example. Okay, example here. Example. I tracked down, like I went full autistic this week. Full autistic. And I try, dude, okay. For like 6 years, I've been trying to track down this beef jerky. Okay. I've been trying to track down some beef jerky. Best beef jerky I've ever had in my life, right? It's fucking amazing. When I worked downtown Chicago, like under the train station, this place was called Fumar. Best beef jerky I've had in my life. Not even close. It's crazy, crazy shit. I left my downtown job, right? Whole COVID thing, working from home. Anyway, when everything reopened, that place shut down. And if they were open, I would make the trip to the city and go buy beef jerky there like once a month. It's so fucking great. So they closed down, right? They don't exist anymore. I think they just retired. I'm like, God damn it, dude. I've got to get that jerky somehow. But by the way, here, important. They didn't make the jerky there. They got it from some supplier. So that gives me a path. That gives me a chance to find it. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to reach out to the old business owners. Two things. I was able to track down the former chef of that place, spun up a new business that sells meats too. So tried reaching out to them, no reply. But I still got that, still pushing that direction. Also tracked down the owner of the place that shut down, sent DMs, sent messages, waiting to hear back there. In the meantime, I'm like, well, what if you can find the supplier? What if you find the supplier? So I start doing some research. There's a point to this, and when I get to it, it's going to be stupid, but whatever. Start looking for all the jerky places in this area. Because I'm like, okay, if they're in Chicago and they're getting jerky from someone, it's got to be someone kind of local, right? So I start searching for jerky around Chicago, but especially out in the burbs. And it's a specific type of jerky called biltong. So I start searching for biltong, and I'm going through all these posts, and people are saying, oh, I get biltong here. It's excellent. Go to all these accounts. And there's not many, by the way, a handful of accounts. And I just look through all these pictures, tons and tons and tons of pictures, hundreds of them, right? Until I can see what the jerky looks like. And I finally found one that I'm like looking at the jerky. I'm like, fuck, dude. I think that's it. I think that's the jerky. I think it is. Send it to a buddy of mine who we used to go down to the little jerky place or the meat place together. And I'm like, kind of looks like it, right? Anyway, message them, ask them, are you the guys who supplied Fumar with their jerky? And then that night, replied back, it's them. Fucking found them. And I could tell, like, the only reason I thought it was them is they're like 30, 45 minutes outside of the city, like West Burbs. I'm like, that would make sense because I imagine they live out in the burbs, the Fumar people. The Fumar people, right? And I'm like, they probably pick it up and then they drive into the city and they do that. Anyway, found him. I'm like, dude, do you ship? Like, we're gonna, at some point we'll ship, but we can't right now. We just can't. All this to tie it back to Claudebot. All of this to go back to Claudebot. Dude, Choina, we have a stand-up. We have a morning stand-up, and like we give wins, right? And we can do personal wins too. And I was gonna give them this as my personal win. And I'm like, bro, they're gonna think I don't do anything. They're gonna think I spent my whole week tracking this shit down. So I did not tell them the jerky story. I was a little worried about that. This was over the course of like weeks. But I had the breakthrough this week. Found them. I'm gonna actually hang on. I'm gonna show it to you because it's fucking amazing, dude. It is the best jerky I've had in my life. Okay, how this connects to Claude or Claudebot or whatever. They can't ship their jerky. It's too much work. Could Claude do it for them? Could Claudebot do it for them? I'm starting to think so. If they have like a local, like, if they inventory their meats and they keep it on some kind of spreadsheet, if they keep track of what they got, and then you can have Claude, I imagine, tap into their Facebook and take orders online, or on their website and take orders online and match it up to their inventory and connect via an API to FedEx or USPS and get shipping labels made. And all they got to do is like Claudebot just tells them, hey, we need a pound of jerky. And they take the jerky, put it in a box, and person has the label already printed out, and they just slap it on. That's where I think this starts getting interesting. If a business like this that would make a lot more, well, I don't know how much, but they'll make more money if they ship. I guarantee it. If they don't have to hire an employee to do it all, if they have an AI that's costing $200 a month, this is where you start getting some little wins that all of a sudden start seeming like not so little. It's where shit starts getting pretty interesting. China, dude. When I get some of this, I would love to send you some. I'm like, it's not normal jerky. It's you ever heard of biltong? It's like, it's not normal jerky. It's the craziest. I'm gonna pull up some pictures. Craziest jerky I've ever had in my life. Huge pieces, by the way. The pieces are like they're the size from like your elbow to your wrist. They're huge, and they got like I thought it was peppercorns, but it's coriander. I think they're spiced and like it almost tastes like pastrami, dude. It's crazy stuff. They like hang it and dry it too. Like I'm gonna pull up some pictures. Hang on. I like South Ave. That's the shit. Yep. Biltong is not like normal jerky, right? So like here's normal jerky, and their normal jerky is awesome. But biltong ain't that. Biltong's like very different. It's like, dude, it's if you could picture pastrami. If you picture like a dried pastrami, that's what it is. It's so, dude, it's unfucking believable. But anyway, I found these different meat markets. And I just scrolled pictures until I found what looked like it. And again, this one looked like it. And I'm like, dude, that's it. I'm gonna find it. I gotta show you because it's magic. That not it either. Yeah, that's not it either. Nope. Normal jerky. Their jerky's phenomenal too, by the way. Like phenomenal. But the biltong, nothing on the planet like it. And I've had biltong from other places before too. There it is. I've had biltong from other places, and dude, nothing is like this place's biltong. It's crazy. Yeah, so there it is, and I'm gonna find a better picture too. I think we got a better picture. It's the best. So, dude, I want to order it. So I was thinking about building out like an app for them. This is actually something I was thinking of doing. It's why I got Claude Code installed. I'm like, could I build out something that could help them like it would need to check all the boxes, manage your inventory, connect to FedEx or USPS or whatever so you could ship it. Like it's all got to be as automated as you can get. It's got to only take them 10 minutes a day. So I'm like, what if I could build out go far enough with it that that they would use it? I don't know. This is what's coming. This is what's coming like this year now is businesses that do start incorporating AI and actually like make them like more productive. Fuck. I was trying to find there's a really good shot of this stuff. Anyway, but you get the point. Beef fucking jerky. It's the best jerky. Give me a P.O. box and I'll ship you some. I bet you it's the best jerky you've ever had, ever. All right, let's see what else he's got. I don't know. I haven't watched this. I just want to see if he's got anything else juicy here, you know?
Question I get all the time over the last 2 days has always been, do I really need a Mac Mini? Do I need to buy a Mac Mini and run out and get it? The answer to that is no, you do not need a Mac Mini. You can do this significantly cheaper than a $600 Mac Mini. I personally bought a Mac Mini for this for a few different reasons. One, I really like Mac OS. I love the operating system. I think it's very easy for me to just go in, see what Henry's working on, and send out any work I need or help out Henry with anything he's doing. I just love the Mac operating system. Two, All my other devices are Apple devices, so I can very quickly go on my iPad, go on my MacBook Pro, go on my iPhone, take any files from my devices and airdrop it to Henry. For instance, the thumbnail to this video, I took one of my template thumbnails that was on my phone, I airdropped it to Henry, and I texted him on Telegram, hey, take this and edit it and make it good for Claudebot. Also, side note, Henry has access to any AI service you can think of, so it used Nano Banana Pro to edit the thumbnail, the one you see here. And lastly, the third reason I bought a Mac Mini is it's just fun. It's just fun.
See, I don't believe him that it did the thumbnail without him having to go in and like edit it more. I don't believe that yet. Might be wrong, but I don't really believe it yet. By the way, anybody having trouble with OpenSea this morning? Like getting your wallet to authenticate there? I tried before I went live and it's just stuck on like authenticating. I don't even get the prompt in my wallet. Kind of want to check my NF Doge offers, you know? Yeah, I don't know why I can't connect this morning. Government Cutie, it looks like it's going to shut down. It does.
And having a device on your desk that you look at and you see an AI agent working on 24/7. Sometimes you do not need a reason to do things. Sometimes a good reason to do things is you just want to have a little fun. And for me, seeing a Mac Mini on my desk, knowing there's an AI agent working on it 24/7, that is fun to me and that is worth it. And I know for a fact this AI is going to have an ROI significantly higher than $600. In fact, I'm very confident Henry vibe code 5 or 6 apps the same, spend a ton of money. This is honestly probably the smart way to do it, to just sign up for a VPS, get your own virtual private server, install Claudebot on it, and have it in its own separate instance. And then from there, a lot of things I did was I gave it its own email address. So I signed up on Gmail for its own email.
This is the way to do it. I'm going to do that. Yeah, no, do this. $5 a month. That I'll do. Now the debate is $200 for whatever that top tier of Claude is. I need to see, you know, what's like, do you spend it just to like feel it out for yourself and see how it does? Or do I need to see somebody else do something cool with it? And then that's what gets me to spend. Right now, I don't need something to manage my email. I don't need that yet. So I'm not sure what I would do with it, right? I don't need much automated other than like the stuff I mentioned earlier, like my research, my curating, that kind of stuff. And I have something else, you know, doing that. So I'm not sure I need this yet. Do I want to spend $200, maybe $250 to play with it? Kind of do. Fuck, if I could get this show stream switched to OBS, that would save me like $90 a month. Like StreamYard's like almost $100 a month. In OBS, you can do free. Like, that's tempting.
Account. I gave it its own server. It doesn't matter. Or maybe you're even crazy and you set it up on your home computer. That's fine as well. How do you set it up from here?
That's not fine. That's probably not fine, by the way.
And intelligence. You want a lot of intelligence and you want as much personality as possible. Out of all the models you can choose, which I just showed you on that list, the absolute best one that's highest intelligence, highest personality is Claude Opus 4.5. It is maximally smart. It does everything I tell it to do. It never gets confused. And also it has by far the best personality. And don't underestimate the personality factor here. I'm serious. And I'm not usually one of these types of guys that like care about the personality of the AI, but talking to Henry, my Claudebot, and it talking back and feeling human makes this so much more fun and satisfying. You really want a good personality with this. When I was testing out the other models and they didn't feel very human, it made the entire
that to me is like one of the biggest changes here, like kind of that leap that we have. It's Claude Opus 4.5 and it's that newest version of Gemini. They're so good. Like I'm at the point where I don't like using ChatGPT. I'm struggling with it. Like, I don't enjoy the conversations. I don't think it's doing a great job with its replies. It felt like I think that last iteration was at 5.2. I think 5.2 took like a step back for me, at least. Better with graphics, worse with everything else.
Experience a lot less fun. When you would text Henry to do something and it would text back like some robotic response that felt like AI, it took away this illusion that you were talking to your employee. So personality actually matters a lot. So Opus 4.5, highest personality, highest intelligence. Then after that, you have ChatGPT 5.2. That is very intelligent, but its personality isn't great, to be quite honest with you. So ChatGPT 5.2, or whatever the latest model is for you at the time of this video. It's very intelligent, but its personality feels very robotic. I don't love the way it talks to me. Then you have...
That's me. That's exactly... I don't know. I feel like its smarts took a step back too, but like... I think what it is it's because how it talks, it feels dumber, and it talks so fucking much now. So it just makes the whole experience, like, interacting with it, like, awful. I hate it. Like, I hate using ChatGPT now. Makes me mad.
A lot of these other models, and honestly, I $10 a month, get all the usage you would out of these two. The downside, again, is the personality is not great. Honestly, I might do this just to show you the difference in personalities here. Like, Opus is on just another level. It truly feels human to talk to. So if you want the maximum experience, I'd recommend going with the Claude subscription. Otherwise, if you want to save money, I'd go with Minimax. If you're already using ChatGPT and you already got a subscription, especially a pro one, you can just use your ChatGPT subscription. No problem at all. Just know you're not getting the same personality just for Henry that I work you do on a weekly basis. As much information about yourself as humanly possible. All
right, let's see if we got anything else juicy here. But either way, like, I think everybody's got the idea. A personal AI that runs locally, that runs 24/7, that you can really start thinking about like an employee. And it's like, at this point, so if we said that 6 months ago, you knew it was LARP, right? 6 months ago, that was a LARP. You knew that wasn't real. As opposed to today, where I lean towards, I'll say 20% real, 80% LARP, but I think it's maybe it's like 30% real, 70% LARP, and it's going to keep swinging. It's going to keep swinging. Like, it'll get good where it's actually you'll find something it helps you with, and all of a sudden that swings to 50-50, and then it's going to get good, better and better and better, where it's like, damn, it's actually doing a lot for me, and now we're at like 80% real, 20% LARP. It's a big year for AI, man. It's a big year for AI. It's really good shit. Yeah, man. I don't know. I think I got to test how far I can go with that $20 plan. I don't think far at all. I got some decisions to make today. I do want to try it. Man, combine that with like the robotic stuff that's coming. This is wild. Xiaomi? Is this Xiaomi? What is that, a phone manufacturer? Oh, I've seen those phones. They're pretty sweet too. They have a factory, if this is real or if this is just like what they're working on, a factory that makes one phone a second, runs 24/7, no workers, lights out. And this, dude, that's badass. Everything is going this way. It's all going this way. This is probably still 5-10 years out from that being like everywhere, but like it's where we're heading, man. It's awesome. Awesome. I can't wait. I wish we were there right now. Soon, though. All right. Let's hit some NFTs. Node's going on. Is Node over, or do they do shit today, too? We got punks on the move. Let's peek at how volume's looking this week. You know, like NFTs are real fun right now. They just are. Wow, volume way up this week. Wow, volume's like double this week. Wow, dude. Oh. Gotta remember there was a couple things that were like funny, right? We had a bunch of BRC20s selling, and we had the like tulip thing, which is like a token pre-sale. But still everything up. Sales are up. Data period ends in about 10 hours here. So we're gonna be way up, double. Like we haven't been over 100 mil since October, man. It's a great sign. Sellers up, buyers up, transactions not up. Sale price up, all of it. Profits actually up too. Good to see. Good to see. We talked a little yesterday about Nifty Gateway. This is going to be a much bigger conversation over the next month. 30 days, 30 fucking days to get your NFTs off that platform. That is so bad, dude. Right? Like we talked about this yesterday. Like there's some grails, some actual grails that are on that platform that are going to get lost Like, and they've got to come up with a solution. They have to somehow. They should transfer them off to a wallet they control. So, like in 6 months, when somebody comes back, or a year, they can still get their NFT. Because, like, look what's there: 129 Beeple Genesis NFTs. Spring Summer, X Copies Mortal, 2 Deathless, 1 Overlord, 4 Knife Catchers, tons and tons of like Grail, and we're talking NFTs worth 6 figures. And in 30 days, if you don't move it off there within 30 days, you don't get it. They're gonna have to change that. They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to extend that for like a year, or again, they need to transfer them off somehow. Because if it's in a wallet they control, maybe it's not. They've got to fix. They got to do something else. They can't. These can't go bye bye. You can't just like be in. You can't lose hundreds of thousands of dollars in investments because you just happen to not be online or didn't see the tweet or something. That's bullshit. That's bad. We'll see. Doodles tweeted out that they have a new figure on sale, and it's a good looking figure, but it got me looking at the other vinyls because I'm always looking to flip collectibles, and I'm like, okay, here's the new one, limited edition. Don't know how many editions there are. Well, I'll assume a couple hundred. So I'm like, good looking figure. Have the others all sold out, right? And if they all sold out, I was going to look on eBay and see what they go for on secondary, right? So first off, was surprised kind of to see it wasn't sold out by the time I checked. Right. So then I figure, all right, you got some time to dig in and research. So what about the others? Have the others sold out? This guy, nope. This guy, nope. And this guy, nope. It looks like none of their figures have sold out. And I imagine they're all limited edition. Maybe they're not. Still keep looking, though. Have these all sold out? No. Doesn't look like they have. Doesn't look like any of their vinyls. Any of them. Maybe you add it to the cart and it tells you it's sold out then. It doesn't look like any of them are sold out. Yeah, I've got like 10 or so NFTs on Nifty Gateway, right? And I'm tempted to just leave them there. It's because the audio. All right, let's kill that. All right, should be better. Is it better now? Audio good? Yeah, I think sharing the audio and talking doesn't work well. But either way, nobody wants Doodles collectibles. I think Doodles are cooked, man. I think they're cooked. All right, good note. Got to find another way to do music or just not do it. Yeah, Doodles are cooked. Maybe Moonbirds are too, man. Maybe. Right? TGE's coming up in, I think, 3 days. I think Moonbirds, TGE's in 3 days. And man, those Moonbird prices not looking great. 1.79. I don't have high hopes for that token. I don't think that token's gonna have much motion. I don't. Yeah, not a great look. Not a great. And by the way, after TGE, those Moonbirds are going to be what? Half? Maybe like less. That's gonna be a bad look for NFTs too. Just is. It's just like a psychological thing. You see it like a, I guess you call it a blue chip. I don't think it is. But you see it go from 1.79 to probably 0.6. You know what I mean? Or 0.9 or whatever. I don't know. Then that's not going to be a great look. It's not. Dude, I want another Nakamigo. I do. I want a few Nakamigos now. I'm just more and more and more. I'm like, God damn it. I think we'll never find out. I don't think we'll ever find out if they're actually Beeple, Matt, John created, but I don't know, man. Here's Matt from Larva Labs. Said her Nakamigos are the hottest VO punks he created. I think there's something there. I think I'm firmly in that camp at this point. I've kind of waffled, and I used to be full on. They're not. I think I'm in that camp officially now. Nakamigos were made by Larva Labs and Beeple. I think they are. And they're cool collectibles, like, regardless. Pretty fucking cool. By the way, it's great seeing Novo. Like, he had disappeared from X for months, like maybe even like a year, but love seeing Novo out there. Cool guy. Chicago guy too. Q&A at the event yesterday at Node. Just don't say Nakamigos, and then says, we don't talk about new projects, we just let them cook. I mean, dude, again, it's a meme, but it's also like, I think they're real. There's that Tibber tie-in, by the way. So this dude, Mickey Mulca from Rabita Capital, that's the Tibber token. I still don't know what that token does. I still don't know. But I'm starting to think more and more that token's very, very tied into like the Node Foundation and very tied into CryptoPunks. And there's a lot more to that thing, which I think they'll reveal at some point, like what in the world the token is and utility in, like, I don't know, but there's a connection there for sure. Like 1,000%, no doubt. We'll play some videos from here too, by the way. It looks cool. But during the event, GVC looks like they bought a punk. Maybe going, oh, I bet you they're gonna raffle off a punk to GVC. I'm gonna bet some money. I'll bet you money they raffle that punk to Good Vibe holders. I bet you they do. Actually makes me even more want to get that second badge. I entered the raffle. I entered the raffle for the newest Vibey giveaway. 69,000 Vibester gets you in. 200, I think, is the next level. No, hang on, 250. So I need 60,000 more Vibester. This coin's looking good, man. Coin's looking good. We're barely up. I'm up, right? Put in half an ETH. I'm up. I don't know. This is a much longer play for me, but that token's going to be incredible. But I bet you they're going to give away that GVC. I bet they're going to give away that GVC. That punk to GVC. Again, your NFTs have traits. The traits are all badges. Each badge equals an entry into the raffles. This is a cool looking event, man. 0.5 to participate. No, less than that. Probably half. It's like 0.2. I think it's like 0.2. You got to have 69,000. Yeah, 0.23. What's up, mice? Is today the snowy day? Is this when like snowstorms hitting most people? Yeah, 0.23 gets you 69,000 Vibester. That's to get that first badge. Dude, Sean, I'm with you. Maybe next year we all got to get out there. Yeah. 69K Vibester gets you the first badge. 250,000 gets you the next tier where you get 2 entries into the raffles. So for me, I'm tempted to get there. I need 50,000 Vibester more. So, that's not right. Yeah, 0.16. 0.16 ETH. Maybe a little more because that 10% tax. What I've never figured out is that 10% like already baked in? They should bake it into the swap, right? Where you see what you're going to get. But I don't know if it is. I don't know if I take a 10% hit on the swap or I still need to buy, like 5,000 more or whatever that number is, right? Yeah, I wish I knew. That actually matters a lot. But anyway. Oh, wait. Hang on. I need 60,000. So 0.2. I need 0.2 to get a second entry. They do a lot of raffles. Every few weeks they got a raffle. And some of the raffles are for multiple vibes. So it's pretty cool. Dude, it does look great. I wish it was there. Looks like a killer fucking event. And then look, we got the hottest NFT mint in a minute coming up. Let me refresh, but you guys already know what it is. So we got Death and Taxes coming from Modest. Tweeted yesterday, right? The rules are coming here real soon. I bet you this week he drops it. I bet you this week we get these details. The energy in NFTs right now makes me think this collection is going to do really well. Really, really, really fucking well. I think so. So again, keep that on your radar. I will obviously give out all those details here when he announces it. So be ready for that. And then let's just lastly peek at those new collections that were doing well, right? The what are they? El Mundos or Del Mundos or whatever, which are pulled back. Zog's pulled back, right? 0.002. The Del Mundos 0.02. I don't know. Again, I see a lot of great collectors that they're holding tons of these. I stand by what I said yesterday. Like, sure, they could get to 0.1, sure they could do something, but they just all look the same, man. I don't know, man. I don't know why you would need more than one unless you're planning to flip them. And of course, they're going to flip them. And to me, that's going to hurt them. They don't feel that collectible to me. What's up? Very good work. Very good. Very proud of you. Yeah, they're not doing much for me. I like them. I don't think there's 10,000 people out there that want one. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I still think these have got like a real limited ceiling. Could be wrong. The Modest collection's different. That one's different. I think that Modest collection could hit. It matters a lot if your NFT gets burned, if you're out of that tournament. But if you keep the NFT, man, I could see that collection being 0.1 or higher. Depends on the mint price, all that stuff too. If they mint at 0.03, which is what I think they're going to be, like 0.03, 0.05. I'll say around 0.05 is where they mint. I don't think they go higher than that. But if that collection mints at 0.05 and you keep your NFT, I think those are going to be sitting there at like 0.1 plus. I could see them at a quarter ETH too. I could see it. We'll see if it happens, but like I can see those having a much higher ceiling than any of the stuff we've seen so far. So stay ready, stay plugged in. Big week potentially for NFTs. And by big, in the context of this market having been mostly shit, but it should be the biggest launch we have, our NFT collection this year. And that probably still stands at the end of the year. It's probably going to be one of the biggest launches of the year. It could be the biggest of the year. Could be. It's that important of a collection. And maybe I'll just show this, which is Modest doesn't have a ton of followers, right? Like he's growing under 7,000 followers. Let's say he's at 7,000 followers, but like, dude, it's the type of followers he has. He's got like the highest concentration of like cabal and the like wealthy art collectors. That's who follows him now. And I think when he does this collection, it's like broader NFT starts following him. Right? I think he's about to grow. I almost think we're going to see him having like, I think he'll be over 10K, but I think, I think shortly he'll be probably like double the followers. I think this thing is really going to get some good attention, and those NFTs are going to do well. So we'll see. This week we hope. This week we fucking hope. All right, let's check prices one last time. Yeah, man. Again, it's Sunday, low volume. We'll see how we end up, but would love to see us just living back over 90, right? It was so important that we stayed there and we lost it. Now it's important we hang on to 88. And ETH would obviously love to see it hanging on to 3K and staying over it. Yeah. Hang on, I forgot. I wanted to find the Kobasi tariff playbook. The tariff playbook. Let's see where we're at. This might be hard to find. Maybe not. He retweets it a lot. But let's see what we got coming this week. Again, it's kind of a meme, but also it kind of holds. Yeah, we're going to find it. All right, let's see. Here we go. Tariff playbook. Okay. This was this last weekend? It was, wasn't it? The Greenland tariffs were just a week ago. Let me check the date here. January 7th. It was just a week ago, dude. That's crazy. So there we go. So tariffs announced. So there we go. Tariffs announced. So Saturday, Sunday doubles down. The Davos shit this week or last week. So Monday, Tuesday, all that pressure. By Wednesday, dip buyer step in, spark a relief rally. The following weekend, which is this weekend. So that's this weekend. Trump posts that discussions are underway. He's working towards a solution. So we've had that happen already. Sunday evening, so that's tonight, futures open sharply higher as optimism returns, but gains fade into a Monday crash. Let's see. Good Lord. Okay, abstract just connected. Like I didn't touch anything. All of a sudden, abstract's working. I think. Hang on. No, well, it said it's working. I'm on abstract now, and I don't see it there. But it said it connected, and it's live. Man, I don't know. Can't make that make sense. All right, so tomorrow market crash. After Monday open, senior administration officials like Bessent appear on live TV, reassure investors, emphasize progress on a deal. Next 2 to 4 weeks, members of the administration tease progress towards a trade agreement. So again, next couple of weeks, next month, that's what it looks like while we have a shutdown potentially. And then after the 2 to 4 weeks, trade deal announced, market hits new highs, and there we go. So if we're going to go by the playbook, then we got a bad day for the market tomorrow. Let's see, man. Yeah, I'm not digging abstract right now. I'm not, for a whole bunch of reasons. There's nothing to do there, but also the one thing I do there streaming doesn't work. Like that sucks. Just straight up sucks. So what can you do? All right. Let's see if it plays out tomorrow. Let's see. Saylor's going to do a big Bitcoin buy. Is he going to buy? Well, 2 weeks in a row, he's done a bill plus, $2 billion last week, right? Does Saylor do another $1 billion buy, or is he going to like throttle back? There was like a little joke tweet, but maybe it wasn't, but I think it was, that he was going to start buying on chain. I doubt, but that'd be spicy if he did. So let's see. And then lastly, peek at Dale, peek at White Whale, and let's peek at Mountain. I want your guys' bags to rip here down to 2. Yeah. Again, I think I'm just going to sit and watch and just want to see this. I just want to feel out what the market can give us. Penguin maybe going to lose 100. We'll see. But I'm going to mostly be on the sidelines, can change at any moment. You guys hear me. I can flip flop every other second here with some of this, but just don't know. And nobody does. Imagine that, Joyna, dude. Imagine that. It would make a big difference. It would. So, yeah, I would love to see it. Anyway, subscribe. It's Inside NFTs on YouTube. Why did that show up like that? Whatever. Subscribe over here. This week, live over on the Crypto Slam account. So, of course, subscribe over on that account, too. Follow me at HUDAH_idiot. And let's say, most importantly, until this is out, get on that wait list. Ethoswarm.ai. If what we talked about today is exciting, right? If the Claudebot stuff is exciting to people, get ready. You're going to see a lot more of that. And I can tell you, if you like that, you're going to love this. Ethoswarm.ai. Join the wait list. Very, very soon, we open that up for you to see. And then we'll tell you what it actually is, but you'll see for yourselves, hands-on. So there we go. Have a great day, boys. Enjoy the games. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. Goodbye.